Hey there, John Casto here, Fairfax's top personal trainer for women and owner of Action Fitness Women's Only Fitness Center. What I'm going to share with you today is the #1 top secret fat loss trick that most gyms probably aren't using and your trainer isn't telling you about. So it's not as secret as you might think, but you'll be amazed at how simple it is and effective too. It's actually called EPOC, which is short for excess post oxygen consumption. To put it plain and simple, your metabolism is burning at a boost for as little as 12 up to 72 hours following your workout. So let's say your basal metabolism, or your metabolism just at rest while you do nothing throughout the day, is 1,500 calories. When you perform exercises or exercise program that stimulates EPOC, what happens is that you get a boost. So that could be as little as 200 to 400 over the course of that window. Why is this beneficial for you? Well, you're burning more calories for free. Kind of cool, right? So your metabolic rate may go to 1,700 for that day, or even 1,900. It really depends on what you're doing, how you're doing it. Okay? So the question is, how do we make this happen? That's great. But also let me point out one more benefit. What happens is you're probably going to rest for at least 24 hours following your workout. So let's say you work out at 6 a.m. Thursday, you probably won't work out till 6 a.m. Friday, I'd hope at the soonest. What that means is that you're at a rested state throughout the day, right? And if you get EPOC firing and burning and churning in your favor, where you burn those extra couple hundred calories throughout the day, most of those calories are actually coming from fat. Because little do most people realize is that we actually burn more relative fat percentage when we're not doing anything than when we're working extremely hard. Fat contributes less the harder we work. So how do we make this happen? You're probably wondering, right? It's easier than you think. First and foremost, let's separate this here, strength training, or ST as I like to say. Strength training and resistance training is by far the most effective way to stimulate EPOC. And no, I'm not talking about super light weights with 1,000 reps. I'm talking about 60 to 70% of what you can do once, right? So if you can overhead press 30 pounds, 15 pounds in each hand one time, we're talking about probably using a rep range that challenges you with probably 20 pounds for a couple sets in combination with a few other things. Bottom line is you need to lift relatively sub-maximal or near maximal heavy weights to stimulate the most of this, okay? Second would be MET, or metabolic training, where you use lighter weights and work based off of a heart rate. You can even use body weight for this. So if you want to look at it just from a structure of a workout standpoint, this could be like you work 40 seconds, you rest 20, you repeat 10 times. Simple as that. The point is that you're jacking up your heart rate, bringing it down to recovery, and you're essentially putting your heart rate on a roller coaster ride that you test it, you challenge it, and you benefit after your workout. So all this kicks, it's not about whether you're doing strength training or metabolic training, or even the third one, which would be something like HIIT, same parameters as MET, or you're on a treadmill, elliptical. You work extremely hard for 1 minute, then you slow the pace down for 2, let the heart rate come back down. So this is all essentially heart rate based at that point. All of these kick in EPOC after, okay? So you're not worried about how many calories you burn during the workout. Sure, you could factor them if you'd like, but if you work at this intensity, you should know by default that you have stimulated EPOC to some degree and that you will be benefiting. So assuming your diet's on point and your goal is fat loss, this is the best way to do it, the most effective use of your time. Running for distance does not stimulate EPOC. The second you take that last step in your run, heart rate recovers and the benefits stop right there. So keep that in mind when using your time wisely, because no one wants to waste their time when they're working out, right? Especially if your goal is fat loss. Go and place your comments in the section below this and let me know what your thoughts are.